What led you to Nordic and then eventually to biathlon? How'd you get involved with this sport?
Well, the biathlon thing sort of came by accident. I just showed up with the disabled team when the Ives started to go when I was 19, and the coach showed up and said, "Hey, you want to come race with us? By the way, do you want to do biathlon as well? Because it's part of the racing." At the time, it was an overall World Cup for cross-country biathlon combined, and so if you want to be in the running, you have to do both. So I laughed. I thought he was joking. Blind guys and guns don't seem to be a good combo, but once I figured out that it was all done on sound and all that, yeah, it seemed to be a good addition to what we had for the cross country.
And who talked who into pairing up here? This team. How did this team come about?
Well, obviously, being brothers, it was a fairly easy combination. My career was coming to an end, I suppose, back in 2002, and I didn't qualify for my second Olympics. And I fully planned on guiding Brian from 2002 on at the Paralympics. And we had started together in 2001. And a lot of it had to do with just the fact that 2001 Brian's eyesight started going down, and that's when it was just a natural thing to do. It's never really whether we were pairing up or making a team. It was just the natural thing to do. It was what we were doing.
Who's the older brother?
Oh, I'm 6 years old.
6 years old. Yeah. So when you're out on the course, does he is he like an older brother? I have an older brother, and I know what he's like.
No, he's actually he's more of a mentor as well. I mean, he's been to so many international events, and he's been on the national team so long. I mean, he's got the experience that I'm just starting to get, and he's had that for years. So we bounce a lot of stuff off each other. I think just as sounding boards, but more me off of him for sure. Just on ski selection, on pacing, on just how to deal with the various aspects of the race, and that just makes my job a lot easier.
So who's the faster skier?
Well, for years it was me, and as I'm getting older and he's getting towards his prime, it's getting tougher. The guiding is not getting easier, that's for sure. Every year it's getting harder.
Can you talk a little bit about the challenges of being a guide, as opposed to just out there skiing by yourself?
Well, to be an effective guide for Brian, I actually have to be a faster skier, because to be fastest, it's to be in the draft the whole time, and that's the best place to be. We ski very well together and very smooth together, in sync. And it's by far the fastest way to ski, and to stay in front all the time and to be cutting the wind, giving a draft, it's effectively harder. That's why Brian in the 5K had so much legs left. He just left me for dead on the last climb. It was a very windy day, and it just shows you that I have to keep up my training for the next 4 years.